Introduction video. These are the rings. These are the two size of rings. Small one is used to do small designs, whereas big one is used for big designs or for painting purpose. Even we use these reshim threads. These lachi threads are used, which are of cotton, made of cotton. These are the lachi threads and the reshim threads. This is a scissor and a needle to sieve, a ripper to remove the stitches properly and not to tear out the clothes. This is a manzar cloth, and this is a cotton cloth. The difference is the manzar part is little stiff cloth, which is little stronger than the cotton cloth. Today we are going to learn something new about the running stitch. The running stitch. Running stitch are of two types. One is symmetric running stitch and the other is asymmetric running stitch. When you are learning, today we are learning running stitch. Running stitch are of two types. One is symmetric running stitch, the other is asymmetric running stitch. In symmetric running stitch, the stitches up and downwards goes symmetrical. If the stitches are long, then downside also the stitches goes long. If the stitches are short, the stitches goes shorter on both sides. It goes equally. The symmetric stitch looks same from both sides, whereas in asymmetric stitch there are no rules. The asymmetric stitches can go as per our choice or as per our designs. Asymmetric stitches may be big, small, 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 and so on. Or it may go very big, very small, again big, again small, again big, again small, again big. Or it may vary very big, very small, very big, very small, very big. So this all goes according to our choice. Now we are going to do running stitch practically. So we need a lachi thread. We can take it as much as we want, and in this there are 6 different layers, 6 threads, combination of 6 threads. So from these 6 threads, most of the times we take 2, we take 3, or we can take also all 6. Now we are going to take only 2 threads, and it can be separated very easily. Just see, it can be separated very easily. A lachi consists of a thread with 6 layers. From these 6 layers, we are going to take a proper thread with 6 layers, and we are going to cut it of our size, and we are going to separate only 2 layers from this. So we are going to take a 2-layer thread. So this is our 2-layer thread, and we are going to tie a knot at the edge of the thread. And here we are going to do symmetric running stitch. Before, in the beginning, I am going to show you symmetric running stitch. So in symmetric running stitch, what you have to do is you have to take the stitches in equal distance. We are not going to take this needle downside to make our work convenient or easy. So this is the way how we are going to do a symmetric running stitch. This is one of the this is one of the pattern of our symmetric running stitch. Now the another pattern which I am going to show you is we are having very small distance over here. So now we are going to take a long distance stitch. When I am taking a long distance stitch, I am taking long from both sides. So this is called symmetric running stitch. The main part in this symmetric running stitch is you can see both the stitches, both sides will be same from the right side and even from the wrong side. In the wrong side we can see there is a knot in the beginning which we had put. Now there is a asymmetric running stitch. Now asymmetric running stitch is that there is a big, one small, one big and one small line crossing. So the upward line is big and the downward line is small in this. We don't have any kind of compulsion or any kind of rule during while we are doing the asymmetric running stitch. At the end we can tie a knot with any of the stitch nearby and take a loop and put it twice from that. So in this way we can tie a knot. Now we are adding a green color in our design. Now few of the asymmetric running stitch designs or can say ideas. So this is one of the idea. I had taken very big, then I had took the small ones. After this, very next to it, I have taken again some small, again small, then big and the biggest one. At a time when we have a confidence of taking a thread, we can take many stitches together. Now I am starting the stem of the flower. For continuing the stem of the flower with the leaf, I am going to use a symmetric running stitch which will be very close to each other. Very small stitches, I am going to take very small stitches to do this stitch. I am taking very small stitches so that my curves will get a proper finish. When I end up with a point, I have to take my needle down and remove the needle from where I want to start the new point. Again, I am doing a symmetric running stitch to the complete leaf. when I'm coming to a point of the leaf, I have to take care that my point has to be highlighted very properly. So if now I had ended up with the point, so I have to start with the point where the curve is finishing or where my point is finishing, so that the point of my leaf has to be highlighted. Once again I am showing you the knot. We have to put the needle from the wrong side so that the thread doesn't get disturbed or torn off. I have to take the needle from the wrong side. The loop is been formed and I have to put the needle once or twice from the loop to get the knot. So here the knot is complete. Now we are going to do the circle. Taking care of a circle, what we have to do is we have to take the views as much possible as closer so that the stitches may look very bright or the circle comes very properly. You can move the ring as per your convenient so that the stitch doesn't get distracted or disturbed. So this is how I completed the center. In the same manner we are going to complete our petals. Now for just to show you, I am going to take every petal in a different manner. So very first I am going to take it asymmetric. I am going to go from smaller to larger. So this is the end of my or the end point of my petal, which I am going to highlight very properly. So this is how I am going to highlight my petal. Smaller, little bigger, and much more bigger. So this is how I completed my one petal. Now in the second petal I am going to take the needle upside a lot and to the downside very low. This is how I completed my second petal. In the third petal what we can do is we can simply take the petal, the stitches very close to each other, very close, such that it looks a proper line. or a symmetric petal. The reason for not tracing for the running stitches, that the tracing thing, it becomes it doesn't goes off and the stitch looks very dirty. I will give you an example of that in a fraction of minute. So this here I completed my third petal, and now the fourth petal will be in another manner. So the fourth petal will be like this somewhat. We will take everything closer down, long distance upward, closer down and long distance upward, and long distance upward. Now again I have to check the view properly, closer down and long distance upward, taking into consideration that my last stitch should go to the down direction. The first and the last stitch should go to the down direction. And now, last but not the least, we have to do is we have to do the stitch very close to each other, so it will be too close. Just taking 2 to 3 threads at a time, this running stitch also looks very wonderful. So see, this one is the most beautiful. We can take the thread down and up each and every time we like. In this manner, you can color any of your designs, any of your favorite designs, your cartoons, your birds, sceneries, waterfalls, etc. to look beautiful. And this way your design is complete. Thank you.